Okay, we have three properties to show. Let's start off in the beginning. We have 6326 Prince Place Drive. This is right outside of Kingdom Heights. I think it might be considered a neighborhood. I have to double check on what the HOA is, but we'll double check that. This is for sale and for rent, 365,000, 250 a month. We talked about this property and the owner and what's going on with the scenario. Talk to the listing agent, but let's take a look. First, when you walk in, it gives a nice, very nice clean feeling with the white tile. As you come in, this is where your breakfast nook is. Immediately that I see from the listing and when I walked in here, it's definitely not catfish. You have a lot of new updates. You know, something as simple as cabinet knobs, this fridge, which is included. The fixtures are upgraded, have nice granite countertop, it's nice and thick. Um, you also have a decent backsplash here. This kitchen may seem a little tight, um, but it is definitely very functional. As you look over, you see the main living room. Um, these are 18-foot ceilings. They had like a nice little feature wall with some accents on the back. This is your primary suite. As you can see, they put some different accents, some sconces with an accent wall. Here's your ensuite bathroom. This is your master bathroom. So you have your spa tub and shower, nice walk-in closet. This curls around to underneath the stairs, so that's a actual nice look to get a nice, good about minimum amount of space. And this is typical for a Texas home, primary suite on the first floor with this little in-suite bathroom, spa style shower, nice tile. Again, this house has one owner, and I think they moved on. So here's your bathroom here. One thing, like I said, I do like about this house, they did have a nice amount of small upgrades, just as simple as cabinet knobs. This bathroom is definitely an upgrade. It's not just a builder grade sink. Nice to clean it underneath here. Nice little powder room. Added some shelving. You can see the catwalk up top, so you can see that from the game room, looking down. Nice tall 18-foot ceilings. So you see those, they put nice little feature wall on both sides. So that's the side looking away from like the TV. You can cook and be able to watch TV and entertain. Then you have this formal living room off to the side here, formal dining room, sorry. Another chandelier has been added. And throughout, you'll see these baseboard trims um, that are not as common anymore, but it's a nice little touch. Okay, let's head upstairs. Some more upgraded fixtures. Wood, these are hardwood stairs. It's raining a lot in Houston right now. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. Okay, so we walk up here, immediately greeted by the game room. You have mounts up there from old TV mount. That's only from half of it. Here's your first bathroom. And it looks like they updated the fixtures, added some shelving, bidet toilet. And let's head into our next room. If you see these little doors, those are storage accesses to above like a primary bedroom, or it might get to a water heater. I think that one just goes over the primary bedroom. So this game room landing is 15 foot by 13 feet, roughly. These bedrooms upstairs, it's three of them. One is 13 by 12, second one is 12 by 11, and the third one is also 12 by 11. So I think those two off to the side there were the 12 by 11s. I would just take a look in here. So how you plan out, where your family would stay, or your daughter, or family coming into town. Um, it's definitely cozy. It's off to the side from the primary suite, so it gives you some privacy. And that just about wraps up this one. But as you come over to this catwalk, you can look down. But let's head out and let me show you the outside. Okay, headed outside, and you can see that you have a pretty nice square spacious backyard. The utilities are on the other side, and those are fenced off. A nice spacious backyard, and you have a decent sized patio that you can put some furniture here, sit out here. Okay, so that wraps up this one. Let's head over to the next one. 2627 Clap Beard Lane. This has been on the market for about 45 days. It's 4 bedrooms, two full bathrooms, 2,027 square feet. It's listed for 3,300 a month. So similar style, one level. The only thing about this one, the power was turned on, but the lights were not turned on. Um, but this is a new construction. This area was full new construction. So lights weren't on, but I did my best to shoot this in the low light. Brought out my flashlight, but this is completely. This has never been. No one's ever lived in this one. I'll get the story more on whether it was bought from an investor or is it the community that just listed one for sale, listed one for rent. So this is me attempting to pull out my flashlight and get a better shot in here, but it looks very clean in here. All right, let's move on. Over here to the left, you'll see this oh, is this one more? Yeah, one more bedroom before we get to the dining room. Let's see if I can get some bedroom sizes. The first two bedrooms, 11 by 10 and 10 by 10. So that was like the 10 by 10 bedroom. And this one's probably the 11 by 10. Actually, this turns out to be a dining room. So let's head into the kitchen. I did my best to get a good shot in here. So you see you have appliances included in this one and set for the fridge. So you can have a nice 6 burner stove with this one. So this living room kitchen feeling is going to give you a farm style feeling. That's why you see a lot of the barn doors, farm style sink, and the light fixtures. Those beams are painted over, but it's supposed to give you like a modern farm style. Okay, now we're in the primary suite, which is supposed to be 19 by 13 feet. This is a nice size compared to the other ones. And then your primary suite through this barn style door, freestanding tub, frameless doors for the shower, and your his and her sink. And take a look at the master closet. Okay, this wraps up this tour, but let's give you one more view of the lake view. So this is a lake view property. This is actually, I think this is directly across from your brother. Oh, we'll double check that. Really nice view. But let's move on to the next property, which is 6026 Oxford Lake Drive, Rosenberg 77471. This is listed for 2,500 a month. Yep, 2,500 a month. 4 bedrooms, three full baths, and one half bath. 2,835 square feet. So this is gonna be sizable. You're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. This is still very close to your brother in a more established neighborhood. One, just one side over. Here's a catwalk view. I really like this plan. If you like really open plan, and if I step over into this corner, you'll see the grandness of this view. Nice view of the stairs, the catwalk, the full living room, kitchen, all the way down to the front door. Right through that archway is your master bedroom. So that's nice and tucked off. So it could still be on the first floor without, will give you a little bit of privacy when you're entertaining. This one has its appliances in it. Now, cabinetry is, you can see the cabinetry is a little dated, but you have nice black stone countertop, pantry right in here, fridge right here, but a nice area so you can cook and entertain right from there. Okay, we're gonna head into the primary suite. Nice size bedroom. So this bedroom is a 16 feet by 13 feet. Nice ensuite shower, spa style shower and tub. This again came with a decent sized closet. I know this is long, but it shouldn't be too much longer here. After I get out of this closet, we're gonna walk upstairs and then show you outside. Okay, let's head upstairs. As soon as you walk upstairs, you are greeted by the game room. Nice side here. Here's this bathroom for these two bedrooms. Bedroom sizes for up here are a nice size 13 by 11, 13 by 12, and 12 by 11. Actually, that 12 by 11 is bedroom is on the first floor. Nope, these are all up top, second floor. 13 by 11, 13 by 12, and 12 by 11. So we verifying this right now. They upstairs. All right. Nice view from the catwalk. Seeing that huge living room. That living room is 20 by 17. And it is grand to see it from the top view here. But that's all to see inside. Let's head outside. I only got a short video because I just got stung by a bee right as I walked out. But they extended the patio here with some pavers. And that's it. Let me know what you think.